Hello friends, I hope you are all doing great. Welcome back to our LVGL series on the ESP32. In the last video, we controlled an LED using a toggle switch. Today we are going to one step further. We will control LED brightness using a touch slider. In this video, you will learn how to create a slider in LVGL, how to use PWM on the ESP32, and how to smoothly control LED brightness using touch input. Okay, let us get started step by step.
Here is what we are working with: an breadboard, ESP32 DevKit V1 board, and an ILI9341 2.8-inch TFT LCD display. Now let us connect the TFT LCD to the ESP32 step by step. First, connect the VCC pin to the display to the VIN pin of the ESP32 and connect ground pin to the ground. Next, connect the CS pin to GPIO 15, RST pin to GPIO 4 and DC to GPIO 2. For SPI communication, connect MOSI pin to GPIO 23, SCLK to GPIO 18, MISO to GPIO 19. Finally, connect the LED pin to 3.3 volt. Now let us connect the touch screen. Connect the CLK pin to GPIO 25, CS pin to GPIO 33 and DIN pin to GPIO 32. Then connect the DOUT pin to GPIO 39, which is labeled as VN on ESP32 board. Finally, connect the IRQ pin to GPIO 36, which is labeled as VP. And one LED connected to GPIO 22. Make sure you connect the LED with a 220 ohm resistor. After completing all the connections, double check your wiring before powering up the board. Alright?
First, I will create a new project folder and name it Touch Slider PWM Control LED. Now go to the previous project folder and copy the toggle switch project code. Then paste it into our new slider project folder. Rename this folder Touch Slider. Go inside it and rename the main file to touchslider.ini. Okay. Now let us double click to open it. This is the toggle switch project folder. We will modify it and turn it into our slider project. Okay. Now I will create a new file to keep all the common code, including functions, declarations and definitions. Click on the three dot and select new tab. Name it GUI_config.h. Okay. Now let us move all the definition into the GUI config.h file. At the top, add the include guard, has if and if GUI_config_h and GUI_config_h. And at the end of the file, add has and if. Okay. Now go back to the .ini file and cut the myDiskFlush and myTouchPadRead function. Then paste them into GUI_config.h. Okay. Now we need to include GUI_config.h in the touch slider.ini file. Type has define GUI_config.h. Also define the PWM frequency as 5 kHz and PWM resolution as 5 bit. Now cut the widget object and paste them into GUI_config.h as well. Next, remove the create switch UI function and create a new function called void create slider UI. This is where we will design the slider UI. Okay. Inside create slider UI, first we create a slider object by calling LV slider create and passing LV screen active as the argument. This places the slider on the current active screen. Okay. Next, call the LV obj set size to set the slider dimensions. It is 200 pixel for the length and 20 pixel for the width. Then call LV obj center to position the slider at the center of the screen. Now let us style the slider track. Call LV obj set style PG color function. Pass the slider object LV color hex 0x000000 for the black and the LV part main macro which refer to the main track of the slider. Next, add a border to the slider track with a width of 1 pixel. Then set the border color to indigo. This makes the slider stand out visually against the dark background. Okay. Now let us style the indicator. The filled portion that shown the current value, we set it to blue. Next, style the knob. The draggable part, we set it to white so it is clearly visible on the track. Now we attach an event callback function to the slider. Whenever the slider value change, the function slider event CB will be called, and this is where we control the LED brightness. Next, create a label on the screen. This label will display the current brightness percentage. Set the text color of the label to white so it is clearly visible on the dark background. Finally, we position the label above the slider. Out of mid means it will be aligned to the top center of the slider with a small upward offset of 15 pixels. The create slider UI function definition is completed. Now we will create slider event callback function definition. When slider will be moved, then this event callback function will be called. First, call LV event get code to find out what type of action occurred, such as a click, press or value change. Then call LV event get target to get the pointer of the widget that triggered the event, in our case the slider. Now we check whether the slider value has actually changed. We only want to run our logic when the slider is being moved. Read the current slider value, which ranges from 0 to 100, representing a percentage. Next, convert this value into PWM range. Since ESP32 PWM works from 0 to 255, we map the slider percentage into this range. Then call LEDCWrite function to apply the PWM value to the LED pin. This directly controls the brightness of the LED. Update the label on the screen so every time the slider moves, the brightness percentage is displayed in real time. Finally, print the value on the serial monitor. This is very helpful for debugging and verify the output. The callback function is now complete. Now let us go to the white setup function. Attach the LED to the PWM channel by calling LEDCattach and passing LED pin, PWM frequency and PWM resolution, all which are already defined at the top of the code. Okay. Add a new serial print statement to display PWM detail in the serial monitor when program start. Now let us customize the screen background. Set the background color of the active screen to dark purple to give it a clean dark theme look. Then set the background opacity to full solid so the color is clearly visible. The code is now ready to compile. Let us select the board. COM port 3 is my ESP32 port. Search for do it ESP32 dev kit. Select it and click OK. Now click on compile. Oh wait, we need to remove the old switch event callback function. Select it and delete it. Now let us wait for compilation. Let us check compilation error. One typo is there. Search here and change it. Okay. Now click on compile again. Okay. There is another error. We don't need that function anymore. Let us remove it and replace the call with create slider UI. Okay. Compiling again. One error again. There is again typo. It should be state label, not stable. Let us fix that and compile one more time. Congratulations, the code has compiled successfully. Now click upload. The code has been uploaded successfully. Let us test the touch screen. The slider is working but in reverse direction. Left and right are swapped. Let us fix that. Go to gyconfig.h and open the myTouchPad function. The issue is in the mapping logic. We were mapping touch positive 200 to 0 and 3700 to touch width. Let us reverse it. Map 200 to touch width and 3700 to 0. Do the same for y-axis as well. Now click upload again. The code has been uploaded successfully. Now let us test it. Wow, it is working perfectly and so smoothly. As you can see, moving the slider increasing and decreasing the LED brightness in real time. Our touch input, LVGL UI and PWM control are all working together seamlessly. This is a great example of how we can build interactive and professional looking embedded control system using the ESP32 LVGL. That's it friends for today. Friends, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it like, subscribe to the channel and share it with others. Thanks for watching and I will see you in the next one.